welcome back to my channel. Do you guys even know how fabulous a wig can just make you feel? Because okay, first of all, like straight off of my wig closet, looking at this wig, you're like, ew, it has like Ronald McDonald vibes, and I'm sorry to put that image in your head, but it does. But I literally put it on my head and looked at myself in the camera and I was like, oh my god, I feel like a child of Khloe Kardashian and Jeffree Star. Anyways, today is not about the wigs, it's not about Jeffree or Khloe, it is about Jaclyn Hill and her Morphe Vault. So today I decided to go for something a little bit more natural. This is as natural as it gets for me pretty much on this channel, and I am doing the Armed and Gorgeous palette today. So this is the one that has like army vibes. It has like the army green color, it has all of these like, I don't know, it's almost like camo colors, but I had a really good time creating this look for you, and once I put up my wig on and the magic happened, I really like this look a lot more than when I did without my wig, which you'll see in like just a second. Let's go ahead and get right into this tutorial slash first impressions, and you'll get a review right after. Alright, so before we start everything, I'm gonna go ahead and bake under my eyes. This is the Cover FX translucent powder, and this is gonna catch all of the fallout, so I've been doing this for my more recent videos. Let's go ahead and get into the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So this is the palette that has a lot of like Jaclyn tones. You can see that there's a lot of greens, oranges. I'm just not as excited about the Jaclyn Hill palettes because I feel like that palette was so pigmented and so much fun, and it was sparking so much creativity in me. But I'm gonna do my best and see what we can come up with this palette today. This pigment went on okay, and I did use a different eyeshadow base. I did what I usually do, which is like just foundation and setting powder on top, and that's basically it. So you don't need like any fancy primer for your eyeshadow base. Like that's literally all you need, and you can see that it's just working. Next, I'm going into the color Agent, and I'm gonna go ahead and brush this tighter into my crease. So the pigment's going on alright. Honestly, for all the drama that they caused with like recalling all of the palettes and then like redoing the formula and putting out like this whole new line, I feel like it should be better since they made such a big scene about it. If they just launched the collection, I'd be like, you know, okay, like it's Morphe, you get what you pay for. But since they went through all this drama about how the first batch wasn't good enough, so they're gonna take everything back and then do a better one, I feel like if this is the new and improved one, then I really don't want to know what they had first. I'm gonna go ahead and dust on this green color Classified right here. Again, stepping out of my comfort zone because it's fun. And I'm gonna line my eye, like top lash line with it, and we're just gonna see like what it does for us. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and wing it up because it's lady code and that's what we do. We just like to have winged eyeliner. Okay, so my camera battery died, and it's really weird because I charged it last night, so obviously I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm using my different camera, and this one does kind of have a lot of trouble with focusing, so if it goes out of focus, I apologize in advance. Okay, so now we're gonna clean up like the liner and actually like cut the crease because I'm obsessed with cutting creases, and there's a lot of fun colors that we can use to cut the crease here. And I really did actually like cutting my crease with the Morphe Eyelid Primer, so I'm going to go ahead and go back in with this. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of the primer and put it on a brush like I did yesterday. It's like a flat brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap it onto my lids, and I'm kind of going to exaggerate my crease a little bit. Oh my gosh, so I kind of like how this looks with like the really like neutral cut crease, but we're not going to be neutral today, and we're going to go in with some, let's do Guilt Trip. So I'm going to take Guilt Trip, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting this into the center of my cut crease, and then I'm going to go ahead and use a darker color on the outside, either Coin or Classified. Okay, so since I did the exact same thing with the Kylie palette yesterday, I'll tell you right now that the Kylie palette is like 1,000 times better because I'm struggling. Like I have to keep on like dipping back into my pigment to get more because it kind of starts to like get chalky after like 2 swipes, and this is with like a super sticky eyelid primer. So for the darker color on the inner and outer corner of my lid, I'm gonna use this dark one. It's called Classified, and I'm already not liking how it's picking up on the brush. Let's see how it goes onto my skin. It's alright. I just feel like it looks kind of cheap and chunky, but maybe it's just me. It's just going on kind of like super duper chunky looking. I don't know, you guys. Let's just keep moving. So just to like buff out this outer corner, I'm gonna use this dark color right here. It's called Smooth Criminal, and I might even make it a little bit darker with Prowl. We'll see how it goes on. I'm going to start with Smooth Criminal though and just kind of like buff it on the outside of what we just did. And just to blend all of this up here out, I'm going to go back in with this color Secure, and I'm going to use it to blend over this orange up here. To highlight right under my brow bone, I'm taking this color VIP, which I was like really excited about because it looks so shimmery and fun. And I'm going to go ahead and put that like right here under my brow bone. And this one is working. I like that. So it's almost like too much, so I'm kind of buffing it out. Now that looks good. I am okay with this. Alright, so for the lower lash line, I'm going to start with Access, and I'm just going to put this super broadly along my lower lash line. I'm going tighter in on the bottom with the color Smooth Criminal and a smaller brush. And to create the illusion of thicker lashes, I'm going to take a small pencil brush like this one and take the color Prowl, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap it along my lower lash line. So I'm just doing like little dots spaced out, so they kind of look like the natural shadow that your lashes would create. I'm gonna go ahead and brush off all the bake one more time. Okay, so I just brushed off all of the baking, and this is pretty much the eye look except for lashes. So I'm gonna go look for my lashes and I'll be right back. Alright, so for my lashes, I am using a new style of Lisa lashes. These are called Crown, and they're like a denser version of my favorite wispies. They're called Rebel, but these are obviously thicker. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue on the other side and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished this look. I put my wig on and oh my god, it made such a huge difference. For my lashes, I put on the Lisa lashes in a new style that's coming to the Lady Code shop. It's called Crown, and I cut it into 3 pieces. Okay, believe it or not, if you guys watch America's Next Top Model, you might know who this is. Gina Turner, who was like first runner-up last season, did my makeup for a photo shoot for Supermodels Unlimited. So those are 2 things that I can't believe happened, but it did. And she cut the lashes into 3 different pieces and glued them onto my eyes, and literally it made such a big difference because it was so comfortable to wear like all day long, and it looks so much more natural and wispy. So that's exactly what I did with these lashes, and this is the final look. So I didn't do any mascara on the bottom. I wanted to just like do that shadow thing and then keep it clean on the bottom, and I feel like it's working for me. Final review and final thoughts. When I was using it, it's just really hard because I came from a bomb ass palette. This is the Kylie Birthday Sipping Pretty palette, and it really did so much for me. I loved it, and I really just want to like do more looks with this palette. The pigmentation was amazing. It blended amazing. So going from that to this, you do notice that the pigments are a little bit more dry and chalky, but they still work. And like I said during the tutorial, if they had to recall all of the palettes, and I don't want to know what the first batch was like, because this is like alright. Like imagine like the formula from old Morphe, like not the new Morphe where they have like the 3502 and the formula is amazing, but like the older 350s from like 2 years ago. That's kind of what this formula reminds me of. Also, a subscriber asked me if you need to get the Vault if you already have the Jaclyn Hill palette, the original one that has like the 35 colors. The quick answer is no. If you want a longer video, comment down below and I'll be happy to make one for you comparing everything, because I do have all of the palettes. If I didn't have a YouTube channel that reviews beauty products, then I would never even waste my time getting this Vault. Anyways, I have 2 more palettes to review. This is the Bling Boss and the Ring the Alarm palette, and I have a really exciting video coming up on how I'm going to share the reviews of these 2 palettes. So stay tuned. Hopefully it'll be up tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys in my next video.